piano stool. It has some damage here on the actual. You can see it. Can you see that? It's kind of hard for. Okay. Yeah, got some damage here. Someone's screwed it, glued it, and then just pounded it with a nailer. So, also we got a couple of the decos missing. And one's already been replaced at one time because it don't look nothing like the others. Let's go. All right, well, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some stuff apart on her. And before I forget, the screws that I took out of that, I'm gonna put back in the seat so I don't lose them. And, well, I've never seen that kind of, there's another metal plate with a wood piece on it, a decoration. So let's take this out. What do we got here? Wow. Either someone has glued this thing on, or I can only imagine. Oh boy. Just in case this thing twists. Oh, Lord. Okay. There you go. Guess I'm gonna get something to pry with. Okay, here we go. I just tapped her loose. So it has something to do with this. All right. We'll set this aside. On top of everything, there's a drywall screw in it. Okay. It is just totally shredded the integrity of that center. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Okay. That looks like a porcupine in there, doesn't it? I can see that somebody used Gorilla Glue of some sort, or JB Weld, not JB Weld, but liquid nails, looks like. All right, well, it's a start. Oh, this is going to be fun. How in the world? Just look at that. Someone just went crazy. I think whenever you overkill like that, you just make it weaker. Doesn't make it stronger. time to go in and sacrifice a old chisel. Oh, Lord. You want to look at this one. That's horrible. Yeah, doggy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. They put 4 or 5 pins to hold that little dog in. Okay. It's cracked and it's split, so I have no choice but to get it out. I'm digging in this for quite a while, so I just cut her short. Well, sharpen up one of my old chisels, and I'm going to, I'll probably cut straight down into here, cut it out as square as I can, and then put a piece of mahogany in there, and then carve her up. And I'll go down far enough where I can put a dovetail. And then this one here is going to be just as messy. I'm just going to have to, there's the original dovetail right here. I don't want to splinter up my hand, so doggone it. May have to just cut it and put a new piece on and then just reshape it, dovetail it. It's going to be a good amount of work for just a leg, but put it back together again. All right. Well, let me go get some materials and get set up, and we'll get back to it. All right. Be right back. I'm just sharpening up a little cold chisel just to use on this because of the nails and such. What a mess. Oh, and someone put some finish nails in it too. Interesting. I'll spare you the rest of the ordeal and just cut to the meat. That will be the first part of fixing that foot. So, let me get a couple clamps. Let that set up, and then we'll cut it out tomorrow and get us the rest of our leg, okay? So set that aside. All right, let me dig me out an old chisel. All right, well, this is it. It's not absolutely super duper perfect, but I broke the stem when I pull it in. I tried pulling it back out, and I busted it so I had to glue it. So Anyway, pop the other ones off there. Let me grab one, show you what they... Got those buttons made, and now I got my old beater chisel, put a little edge on the grinder, and here we go. Well, yeah, you know what? I don't want to split them other legs wide. A little piece of wood on there just to take the pressure off the legs, so it doesn't do funky things like separate. What is separate? It's like spread apart and separate. Separate. I don't want to say separate. All right. Well, now I can smack down on it. Oh no. Yeah. Well, I reckon we saved that piece. And put it in a special place here. Well, silly things are bound to happen sometimes when you're not doing the normal. Should have realized that. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try to bring these straight back into the circle so that I can put a flat piece of wood in there kind of nicely, and I'll try to flatten this as best I can so I can get it to glue down. I may use epoxy on the inside because it's so weird, but I'll let you know. All right, we're back. And this is just going right in here, like so. See it's in here, so give it a good glue up. These cracks on the side that are left, I'll fill in with putty, and I'll have to color it. And then, of course, this I'll put the pieces back. So let's do a glue up. I love messy glue. Okay. Sounds pretty solid. All right, well, tap it up. Stick in here just to catch. There we go. Stick it down on the bottom so it has something to grab onto there. So it's got a good bite. All right. So we'll let that dry and then we'll shape it and do all kinds of fancy things to it. All right, on to the next part. Okay, this is the next day and everything's dried, so I'm gonna plane it down, round it out. I got these here cracks open. I'm gonna fill them up. And we'll set it aside to dry. All right, so that's looking pretty good now. All right, so our leg's been drying here. All right, well, this is thicker than it's supposed to be, and it's the wrong shape that it's supposed to be. So let me cut it and get it set up, and then I'll come and put it together. And I'll tin it and mortise real quick in fast mode so you can see what I'm doing. All right, get this going. I cut another. Yeah, I'm having to do a voiceover because my new puppy has found his plastic bottle toy and I can't hear a thing on the video. I apologize. So I did remake the deco correctly, and there it is fitting on there. The other one, I broke the back of it off and it didn't fit in correctly, so I just made a new one. Just here, I'm creating the mortise that I'm going to be attaching the piece right in front of it, and then I'll cut it evenly to create the key. Pretty clean. This is actually going to be the key in the dovetail on the stool. Okay. Well, that's not very still, is it? All I'm doing is trying to get the sides down. Okay. Okay, good. Good morning. Today, start cleaning this up. Just here, I'm making the lines for the edge of my key pocket that'll hold my key that I've made on the leg. All right. All right, well, clamp this beast down. We'll get to working on her. Okay, good job. So here's the keyhole, and the key slides in real nice. The leg fits on fine. There's like a 1/16 of an inch on each side of, well, I'm going to say it's this one. Right here, there's a crack in there because it hits in the center. It's not bowed or rounded to fit this piece. So what I did, just for looks, okay, because I'm going to color it and you won't see it, but I put these pieces on here, and I'm going to end up trimming them down and then taking a dowel with some sandpaper like that and rounding it out a little bit so that it fits. When I put this on, it'll fit tight side to side. You won't see any gaps on the side. So just want to show you what I'm doing. This was that piece that I had in here. I ended up cutting it off straight and making the key out of it, the dovetail key. And worked out good. I just need to do a little bit more sanding and do some coloring on this, and then do some sanding on this, and I'll show you as I go along what I do. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this up now. Crack on that side. Oh, that's about. Okay, we'll glue her up real fine till it squishes out. Alrighty, I want to take and put some glue on this one until it squishes out. Nothing like making a gluey mess. My favorite part. Yeah. How much it's gonna slide up there? Let that dry up, and I'll show you what we're gonna do. I know I see a little opening down there. I'll have to clean that or something. Okay, there we go. Okay. I just sealed this with a little bit of shellac. If I didn't seal it and I went and put my dye stain on there or my stain, it would end up being too dark. So I want to, this way it gives me a little bit more control of my coloring that I'm going to put on it. So if I put some stain on it, it's too dark, I can wipe it down with a little bit of thinner and then start again. It gives me more options. If it's just raw wood and I put the dark stain on there, it'll suck in really deep and it'll be more difficult to lighten up if I need to. So, all right, well, we're working on potty training on the new pup, and she's doing real good. I didn't even notice that she pottied until I edited. Now there's still a very fine crack that I could see in the light where I put the wood, this wood with this wood. So I'm just refilling it and just getting it done right. There was a couple cracks up here on top too. I sealed those as well. I hit it with blonde again, and I hit it with some colonial maple, which is a yellow, a brownish yellow, and then I hit it with a little bit of Statesman, which now I can see my grain in it, which is a lot better than the way it was. It was just too dark. So now when I'm done, I'll put on a little universal walnut, and then hopefully it'll bring it down to this color. And then I will put some semi-gloss on it and leave it alone. All right, just to get that yellowish color out of there, I hit it with a little bit of universal walnut, which has got a lot of green in it. You can see the other sides. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not fantastical. See the dark in that one? If this is when drying, I'm gonna take a little bit of the raw umber and then stripe it down this way so it matches the other, and that should do it. As long as I don't overdo it this time, we'll be good. Okay, here's my umber. You can kind of see, try to match the color there, and it didn't do too bad. I'm going to hit it with some semi-gloss. A lot better, it's not so green. So I am pleased with that. You can kind of see it this way a little better in the light. All right, now I'm putting on these decos, okay? Got them all cleaned up, and I'm just putting a little bit of glue on them. I don't want them to be crazy glued up on them in case someone has to take them off sometime and redo it in the future. Oh yeah, a little bit of squeeze out. Well, good morning. We got everything dried up. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this leg on. On that, just gonna go down here. Okay. That's probably why I was beat to death on the bottom, huh? Let's glue this beast up. So I need to put on the M-ring, and I need to find some screws. That's it. All right. Then we got our legs on. Put our M-ring on. M-ring. Okay. All right. Well, I put a little bit of grease on the rod, and now I'm going to stick it in a hole, and hopefully that'll help years to come for it being, lubricated a little bit. Before it was really squeaky and tight. Now it's nice and smooth. Love it. Well, if you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Appreciate you.